Welcome to the official Catchup. Today I've got Greg Lloyd, the man behind Team Finder Scotland. How you doing, Greg?
No bad, mate. How you doing?
Good, good. Obviously doing a lot of these chats. You are one person that I really wanted to get on because I think you've done fantastic work with Team Finder Scotland. We kind of talked a wee bit about this, Greg, but you're wanting to remain anonymous for a wee bit, and obviously you're sort of come out on the on the show, I guess.
Aye, that's absolutely on the money. Well, what it was just I wasn't sure what I was doing with the account. I just wanted to just take it easy. I didn't want to dive into anything, but just been trying to help people and that, and I know I'll get ripped off my teammates and all that for this. So just trying to keep it cash for the now. But I think it's kind of coming ahead where I'm getting a lot of interaction, a lot of people coming to me, and I'm just always involved with football. So I'm just like, you know what, I'll just bite the bullet and just let people know who I am and where I am and how I can help them. Really, that's about it, mate.
As I mentioned, I think you're doing a fantastic job. I was surprised when I first started talking to you how young you are, and obviously you're involved in football yourself. What's the background behind this, the Team Finder?
Well, mate, it was literally just I play football, but I've had a lot of bad injuries, and I'm probably injured now. I'm getting there, but it happens, and I don't have the chance to play football as much as I like. So it's actually, see, for the people that are fit, trying to give them the chance to play because they maybe don't have the contacts that I've had. And I've been lucky where I've played and who I've played with. They've always been able to help me find a new team if I've been struggling, or if I've maybe outgrown or whatever. It doesn't matter the circumstance. I've always had somebody there that's helped me. So I thought maybe I'd be the person to help. And I was just sitting in my house one night after a night out. You've been at the pub or you've been at wherever it was, lying on my bed, 4 a.m. on the phone, goes on Twitter and I see my mate says, "Oh, buzzing to get back for next season, don't know who I'll play it." So I created a Twitter account and messaged them just for a bam up. Followed all these Twitter accounts, on like just the football clubs and that. And then like over the next few weeks, literally just kind of started to take off. People messaging me, asking for a club, asking for players, and just kind of kept kind of going with that. It was just kind of a bit of revelation. Started off as just a bit of a laugh, trying to help my mate. Turns out I'm now like trying to help everybody. But I'm really enjoying doing it.
That's great though, because even though it was a bit of a piss take to begin with for your helping out your mate and that, but like that's fantastic that it's sort of turned into what it's basically turned into, because you have, for a fact, you've helped some players get teams, so more than some. How many people do you reckon you've helped get teams?
I don't count individually, but I usually try and keep in touch with the people that I've helped and the people that I'm still helping. I've still got a few players that I message now and again wanting to get back for when the season starts again after this coronavirus. Just want to reiterate that it's serious, and I'm on my own team now and we're on lockdown too. I just kind of got to just sit tight. But I think ballpark figure I'd be looking at over 100, mate. So it's a lot of people helped, but there's still a lot more people out there that need help. Probably, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And as I said, it's just I am amazed at certain things. Like obviously, I'm amazed at it's quite an origin story for Team Finder Scotland, but it's like the most Scottish thing ever. I think you know what I mean.
I know.
It's like a proper Scottish way of sort of starting something up. Like
there's always going to be alcohol involved, mate. That's it. I had a cocktail last night, and I'd take the nugget walk, and I thought, you know what, I'll get a wee 5k in for getting that I'd had a few cocktails and that, and I was absolutely heaving by the time I'm maybe done too. And I was like, oh no, I forgot I had a drink.
How about tell you your Sunday League team? Are you looking? I take it is that just a new thing? Is it something you're starting up from fresh?
Again, I was out with the boys, and a few of them were just like, oh, just boys I played with when I was younger, and a few boys I played with growing up. I'm only 21, but she just said, "Oh, it'd be great to play football again together." And I says, "Well, I play Saturdays, so you can play Saturday, Sunday." I says, "How about we start the rain Sunday team?" And they were all right behind that. And I'd spoken to a few folk beforehand. I didn't just dive into it, so it was I play for New Craig Hall on a Saturday, and was maybe considering maybe going and starting a Sunday team for them. But I'm from Livingston area, so I've made one more local, me and East Calder. So we're part of the community club, and me and a few good friends and a few people I've played with. Got a few good players. I'm not expecting to go and win leagues. I'm not expecting to just say, oh, you know what, I'm just going to turn up and win. I think, you know what, it's, at the end of the day, it's still a game of football. You need to turn up with the right attitude, mate. So just looking forward to getting going and just gelling with the boys. It's a really good vibe now until the whole lockdown.
Keeping in touch with your players?
Aye, mate, definitely. I put a wee message out to the group chat the other day. Just we keep yourselves fit and that. Everybody will get their chance when we're back. Just make sure you're nice and on your toes. You know, it's like just trying to make sure they're all right in that. Just make sure they're staying safe.
As I said, I've been a bit surprised at your age and whatnot, but I think it's like the origins like brilliant. I think that's crazy, But yeah, I tell you what, you've obviously done a fantastic job. That you've still got players coming to you. You've made connections with the clubs. It's overall, I guess it's been a fantastic experience for you.
Aye, mate, I'm loving it. It's just I'm getting a lot of banter for folk. You know, I'm getting a lot of clubs messaging me. I get a lot of people messaging me. I've had one or two footballers I wouldn't expect. Like I've had one or two professionals message me, which I really didn't expect that. But you know what, I just kind of take it in my stride and just keep going on and trying to help people. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're amateur, junior, East of Scotland, whatever. I don't really mind, mate. Lowland League 2, obviously for the catch-up, but just about trying to help folk.
And just to say to people, obviously, like I had no idea until I spoke to you when we were doing this chat, basically who you were or whatnot. So you were anonymous even to myself. But was there guys that knew that you were basically the guy behind Team Finder Scotland?
Literally one or two people. That was it, mate. It was very, very kind of kept it quiet because just because they're like obviously still playing football, and I know a few clubs I've been at and a few people I've played with, and you know, you don't know if you're going to get stick or you're going to get praise, or you know what I mean. I'm really not that fussed, you know. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to help people. And if people want to be like, great, that's great. People don't want to say that, well, that's not really my issue. But it's definitely something that took a lot of thought, as you say, being anonymous. But it's something I'm quite glad I've kind of got off my chest, and I can just kind of you know what I mean, get on and try and help more people.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, obviously, about what you're doing. You've been very successful in helping guys get clubs, and I don't think anyone, despite you know not knowing who you are or anything like that, I think you're good at what you do, obviously, in terms of you know reaching out to clubs and setting up. Obviously, you know I noticed you're obviously trying to get trials going, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's something I've been looking at. A guy from Oakley United messaged me about that. I'm not going to name them because you know it's not my place to name them, but I'll just say that was the club he's associated with, and he had mentioned and suggested them, and I said, you know what, mate, that's actually a really good idea because I said I'm not sure where to take the account because I've got loads of people coming to me, and I don't want it to go stale, or I want to make sure I keep it usable and user friendly and whatnot. So he suggested doing an exit trial, so I went and messaged a few clubs, messaged a few people. I put that thing out on Twitter, and it's had quite a bit of feedback. Actually, it's received a lot of interaction. So I've had a lot of players message me about that. I've had coaches want to come along to it. I think that it would be something that me being like I'm based in the East region, as you want to call it. So I'd probably I don't know if I'd see myself making it up to Aberdeen to do one, sadly, but I'd be happy to do one, maybe like an East region one, maybe a West region one, and then like see how they go. Then I'd maybe look at going further out, but just trying to create more opportunities for guys, because when I played under 20s, a lot of the people I played with who are no doubt better footballers than me, they don't play anymore, and I don't know if it's because of the opportunity, is it because of the lifestyle, I don't know, but there's a few people I've played football with don't play anymore, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, come play for my team, you're too good not to play. Obviously, that's personal preference to people, but I think a lot of people don't have the opportunities. Trying to make that opportunity for people coming to youth football, because some people can't jump from under 19s to Lowland League, but some maybe could jump from under 19s to juniors or East of Scotland or amateurs, and it's just there isn't that pathway there, which there really should be.
How did you sort of build this up, Greg? Did you just basically follow the clubs and then sort of announce what you were doing in terms of, or how did it really all happen? Did players come to you first? Did clubs come to you first? How did it all sort of become as big as it is?
It started off quite small, mate. I'll be honest. It was pretty small. I only had a few hundred followers for a good few months, and I reached 1,000, I think, before Christmas. And it's just been building since then, and it's just been interacting with clubs. If clubs doing well, like I'll be nice about it. If a club's needing help, I'll try and help them. If they want me to share their stuff, if they're looking for a player, I'll do that. Player wants to come to me and say they look for a club, I'll say, yeah, sure. I was like, well, where are you based? What level do you want to play? And then I'll maybe suggest a club to them that I contact regularly because, at the end of the day, it's easier for me to approach somebody that's friendly with me to try and get someone else to go to them. So at least feel that they're actually going to a club where they're going to be looked after.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's like it's not just about the player going to this place. It's about, is it going to be a good experience for them? Are they going to be treated right? Are the people nice? There's it's more than just finding them a club. It's finding them the right club, mate. So
yeah,
it's really trying to see. I could go through it. Like I've got, I'm married, and the boy from Trent amateur messaged me a lot. Great guy, always really nice, speaks really well. Full cross as well. A few teams west messaged me, really nice. There's a team in the Stirling district one, an amateur team, Condorat. They messaged me a lot. They're nice. Hoyt messaged me, Arneson Ranger messaged me, like a lot of like established clubs, amateur, junior East of Scotland. They're all really friendly, and I'm just trying to help the players go along. And I'll say to the player before I post an advert, are you sure you want me to do this, or do you want me to suggest you a club first? Sometimes, if it's like, see if it's somewhere I don't know them as well, I'll just put the advert up because I don't have the same contacts. Whereas in my area, I try and help them more a wee bit.
I can't speak highly enough of that though, because it's fantastic. I know obviously the origins and that newbie, but like seriously, what you're doing is obviously helping a lot of boys out. And I take it you get a lot of thanks from the clubs? Do you get a lot of thanks from the players?
Some people are really grateful, some not as much. But you know what? That's I don't really think about that. I just I'm just trying to help, and if people want to say thanks, that's great. If people don't, that's just how they choose it. But I'm quite happy to help whenever, even if they're not that nice, I'll still be nice. You know what I mean? Just the way I am. But I feel kind of bad sometimes though, because I've had players message me who I've played with and know quite well, and it's like trying to find them a team without bamming them up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so tempting. It's like, oh, there's so and so I played with there. I was like, I just said about a well good case, but no, I've been quite fair with them. But it shocked me a few people that have messaged me, because there have been a few very good players message me. I put adverts up for them, and it's just never really worked out for them, and it's a shame because they could be doing really well. Like I know people who I've played with, and they were in the Lowland League a year ago, and they're now like struggling to play Sundays. Yeah. I'm not being nasty, but it just changes. It can be a change of mindset, just the way you feel about the game. But it's just trying to help people, like just how I can, and it's nice to have the rapport with the clubs and the players, because I've had players who went to a club that hasn't worked out, and they'll come back and they'll message me and they'll go to another club, and it's just trying that. I do get time wasters though. Like I won't kid you. Like there's certain people who'll make accounts on 3 or 4 different names and message me and just want an advert after advert put up because they're not happy with the clubs they get. But I'm just like, you know what? I've helped you once. I've helped you twice. Now you're taking the mix.
Well, yeah, you can only do so much though, Greg. You know what I mean? You can only do so much. Yeah. I think you said it earlier, but like it's you're just there to sort of be the
middleman.
The middleman, yeah, to get the players into the clubs, or if the clubs need players and stuff. But it's fantastic what you're doing. Like, and honest to God, I am still a wee bit shocked that you're a young guy in that, and I think I'll probably shock a lot of people too. But I don't think it won't like ruin it for anyone, because you've still, what you've done's fantastic. Like I keep saying that, but it's true. Like I'm like amazed at the work that you put in to Team Finder Scotland and yourself, and are you receiving sort of more players asking questions at now because of the coronavirus and what's going on for next season? Or
I think this week I've had at least 5, which is, I'd say, is not a bad number, to be honest, considering that we're not kicking a ball. And it's peaks and troughs, mate, because see if I put an advert out and it gets a lot of retweets or likes or whatever, a lot of interaction, I think that more people will see it on Twitter and then more people come forward. So it's like some weeks I'll have 20, 30 folk, some people only have 2 or 3. It's just, you never know with it, but it's like I just try and be there to help people when they need me. And You know, sometimes I'll say to people, if they ask me, I say, can you wait till lunchtime tomorrow? Because I just think that putting a player advert up at maybe like 12 o'clock at night is not really sensible, because people will miss it. Whereas 12 o'clock, you're putting it up, people are on their lunch break, people are on their phones, people are going to see that. And it's like trying to figure out, like, how can I help this player best? So it's just trying to like serve their interests as well. Because I've had 2 people message me over the lockdown, and I've just said to them, you know what, I'm not going to waste your time putting an advert up now. I was like, you're as well just keep in touch with me. Like, you know, if you need a hand, like any fitness plans or whatever, just give me a shout and I'll help you with that. And then when we're back, I'll get a proper wee function for you to get a team. Just trying to keep people in the loop. And then I've invited 1 or 2 people down to my Sunday team as well. Not you know, I'm not trying to be a conflict of interest or whatever, but I just say to the guy, you know, there was this boy message me, he says, you know, I'm a wee bit heavier, I've been injured, I've not played for a few years, and I'm looking for a team in this area, but I don't mind travelling up to half an hour. And I says, well, you know what, I says, I'll put an advert out for you as soon as we're back, no bother. But I say, see if you want to come and train with my new team, we're within your half an hour radius. You know, it's like it's no water. You know what I mean? It's no problem for me to let them come and train. And I say, you know what, come here, clean slate. If it's right for you and right for me, we could take it forward. But see if it's no, you're still welcome to train. And it's just trying to help people again. It's just, you know what I mean, like just trying to help out folk. I didn't think anyone would take that the wrong way. Even if they weren't good enough, they would know themselves they weren't good enough. Or if I knew they were too good for my team, they would know that too, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like just trying to be fair and find the balance between everybody. And I think that you'll probably notice that I treat most people on Twitter with the same sort of respect, and like I keep it anonymous for the player as well. And that's just solely because like I know for a fact that if I put myself on Team Finder and put my name, people would rip into me. Now I can handle that, but not everybody can.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to make it so there's a bit of like confidentiality, and the people feel like, you know, they're safe to come to me and tell me that they're looking for a new team or whatever. Because I'm just trying to just see if I can take them to that next level. I think just now I've just been helping people find teams at like all levels, mostly amateur, junior, East of Scotland, a few Lowland League too. But like even for people that want to progress, maybe say somebody's like playing youth football and, you know, it's maybe the last season 21s or want to go up to a team next year, you know, they just need to give me a wee message and I'm happy to set that up, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you might find there's a person who's playing in amateur teams and they maybe think they're too good. I'm not saying that, you know, usually I'm a firm believer in this. See if you're really that good, too good to be in a team, you'll get picked up.
Yeah.
But, you know, some people can get missed. And I'm not slating amateur game, I play amateurs, I love it. But some people I play with amateurs are frighteningly good. That's all I'm saying. If somebody came to me and says, I want to give a shot at semi-pro, I would love to give them the chance, you know, say, well, you know what, end of the season, when your time's done with that team, I can put you in touch with this said East of Scotland club or said Lowland League club and give them that chance. So it's like trying to just better the game as well, because you'll know yourself from following the Lowland League. There's a lot of good players in, if you went to any of the East of Scotland or West Juniors or East Junior games, a lot of good players in these leagues that are playing as high a standard, but they could quite easily be doing that.
Yeah, agreed. Very, very much so, Greg. And that, you know, I can't say it enough. I think the job you're doing is fantastic, and I like, you can't beat success, and you're obviously being successful with making these connections with the clubs and the players, and that's the thing that people should look at when it comes to Team Finder Scotland, because it's excellent the work that you're doing, and if we can get these trials up and running, you know, when this is all over, that's just, you know, you should be putting that on your CV, mate. Is what I'd be doing, you know.
Yeah, well, you never know, mate. It's I've had a lot of backing from a few amateur, a few junior teams. You know, a few people have been backing me, and it's looking like it could be a good thing. But it's really about I need the youth teams to come in really more than anything, because that's where the players are going to come from. I've had about maybe 10 plus people message me. Well, I say I had 5 players come to this week. That was like for teams, but generically for this open trial, I wasn't counting them. But I've had at least 10 people come in looking to come into this trial. Say when it's on, give me a shout after the lockdown. So I was like, no problem. Yeah, I was just like, because I'm not going to be able to remember them all.
Yeah.
I would try, but I just say, you know what, keep active on the Twitter, check for when I post it, and I'll, you know, I'm quite transparent with what I post on Twitter. Like I keep it kind of, you know, But it's just trying to get that in place, because a lot of good like under 19s, 20s, 21s teams, and these players will maybe be missed, and it gives them a chance to not be missed.
Yeah.
I think people really underestimate the standard of like men's Saturday football. Like, even though it's just the juniors or it's just the amateurs, but there are a lot of really good players there, mate. And you know, I'm not one of them, but I've played with a few of them, and I'll tell you something, they're very good. Like, so
Yeah.
it just gives the boys a chance to progress themselves. That's it. Yeah, just obviously I'd like to keep it going and keep helping people.
Yeah.
Keep playing as well if I can remain injury free. Just all of that. I'm quite happy with how it's going, but I really need more help. Not as in to run my account, but just maybe more clubs come to me, or maybe more players come to me. That would all. I'm not saying feel obliged to message me, but I think that it's a good service here that I'm trying to provide, and I think it's really not that well known. Even though I've got, I don't know how many followers on Twitter, but I think it could be a much better service, and I think there is people out there that I could help. So if any of them are listening, I just would urge them to come forward, because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, like obviously, just before we move on, obviously, but even in the likes of myself, I've kind of suggested that there's been a couple of players that have messaged me, and I've kind of referred them to you as well. So I'm quite happy to do that also. And if there's any time you ever, like, I don't know how many Lowland League teams you're connected to, Greg, but if there's any sort of help on that side of things, just let me know, and obviously I'll help you out, mate.
I appreciate that very much, mate. I really do. Just trying to spread the word, mate, because at the end of the day, football was something that really saved me. I had a lot of suffering and struggling, and if it wasn't for football, that you never know who might be here. Yeah. So it's like, it's giving other people that chance to do something, because it might save their life. And I see a lot of it back on side on Twitter, and I think that's massive. I'm really happy to see that, and I've followed it for a long time, and it's really kind of ballooned. So I know this isn't the same thing, but I think people playing football is good for their mental health. So it's just trying to help that as well. That's kind of at the back of my mind as well when I'm doing this.
Yeah, and that's it's admirable. It really is, Greg. And like, even from your own experience and stuff, I think it's fun. You know, I've said that about a million times, but I really do believe it, that you're doing some great work, And I just keep going, mate. And as I said, if anything I can do to help you or whatever, just let me know. Even if it's just a retweet, I tend to, if you tag me, I tend to retweet them anyway. But
mate, I've noticed, by the way, you're good for that. I don't mean to be a pest. I just see sometimes I feel like it just, certain stuff are going to appeal to certain people, and that's why I'll tag certain people in it. You know, that's really it, mate.
Yeah.
It's like I tagged you in that thing the other day about the exit trial, and I think that was worth it, because like I had so many people reply to it and that, and I think if you hadn't shared that, I might not have had that connection. So it's all appreciated, mate. I really do welcome that. Yeah,
brilliant, Greg. And moving on to, I guess the hard part of the chat. Obviously, everything that's going on, we kind of had our podcast the day about Dundee and the voting and stuff. Have you got any thoughts on this current state of football, mate? I don't know who you support or anything like that,
but have you told the podcast who you support?
Yeah.
All right. So all right for telling who I support then.
Yeah. Well, I don't see them now a lot, but I think I've said that numerous times on the podcast. My Premiership team I support is Rangers.
That's all right, mate. Don't you worry, me too.
All right, good. Now, it used to be a thing with me actually, Greg, because I was like, maybe I shouldn't say I support Rangers, because I didn't. To be honest, I'm at Lowland League games every week, so I didn't get to see much of Rangers. But I grew up supporting Rangers, so they're the team. Well, I don't think it can change for me. So, but I guess I'm no as bad as some Rangers fans. I'll put it that way. I know a lot of them have the blue tinted glasses on and stuff. I don't think I'm like that. You know, I've seen it from. I try and see it from both sides basically, but yeah. So I think I'm soon to a lot of Celtic fans, but not that I care anyway, because it's the team I support. But
yeah.
What are your thoughts on everything that's happened? Obviously, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the voting and the league season ending and all that sort of stuff.
Oh mate, it's an absolute shambles. I'll say it right now. It's a shambles. I'm a Rangers fan, right, and I don't think Rangers in the last few months have deserved the title. However, just to hand out titles because seasons are incomplete, I don't see as a valid option. I don't like Hearts for putting us out the Scottish and whatnot, but for them to be relegated over that, I think it's just a bit unfair as well. You look at Partick Thistle as well, they deserve to go down. They've got a chance to catch back up. It's even going down the leagues to the lower leagues, like the Brecon getting saved and all that. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but you only see what the media say, mate, and the media aren't painting a good picture of the SPFL right now. That's all I'm saying. It's a bit of a shambles, and I don't want anything to happen that shouldn't happen. I don't want Brecon to go down when they could easily. I'm not saying they could easily come back up, but they could win the rest of their games and they might not be the bottom club. I don't know the maths on that, but say they did. What about Partick? What about Hearts? What about Celtic losing all their games and Rangers win the league? I'm not saying it's going to happen because it probably isn't, but until it happens, I don't think they can make these decisions for teams, mate. Celtic go finish the league, win the title. You know what? I'm not happy about it, but there's no qualms with it. I'm quite, you know what I mean? I can say, they've won it fair and square, no problems. Same if Hearts go down, they went down on their own accord, not because it's a points per game ratio or however they've suggested, but the releasing of the votes and then changing votes with the Dundee and Inverness. Oh, mate, and then Stuart Robertson, who's on the SPFL board,
yep,
and is also with Rangers, has sending correspondences to the board that he's on about being unhappy with the agenda. So it's like, just Scottish football at its best, mate. It really is. Because it's I know everybody's kicking up a fuss, right? But see if there was none of this right now, we'd have nothing to talk about, mate. Because season's basically done up till now. Because obviously, more important things, the coronavirus is serious. I was actually meant to be going to Italy 3 or 4 weeks ago. I ended up going to Newcastle instead because we didn't get our flights cancelled by then, but it was meant to be going to Milan, and it was like, when there was just maybe 5 or 6 deaths that time of the outbreak.
Yeah.
So I ended up not going, So I could say I've suffered because I'd go to Newcastle instead. But it's just like, see how it's went from there to where it is now. It's just scary. And like I'm living my life much differently now. I'm working from home. Just it's really quite scary. But I think that's more important than Scottish football, like first and foremost. But I don't know why they're making all these decisions so rash, and then they're saying they've got 28 days to make them, even though everyone submitted their votes as of Friday night, except from 2 teams. It's really a mess, mate. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, well, I shared a lot of my thoughts on the podcast earlier, but similar to yourself, it's a bit of a disgrace, and there's certain things that you just sort of shake your head at, especially like the Dundee, the whole Dundee thing. Obviously, they submitted a no vote, then suddenly they apparently changed their mind, and then it's all changed. But I could go on and on, but I said it a lot in the podcast. I will refer people to that podcast because that will give them a fuller picture. But it's interesting you said you were going to Milan, Greg, because North Italy has really been hit with the coronavirus, especially like Bergamo, which I think is north of Milan.
We're meant to be going to Milan. Me and my best friend, we try and go away now and again, each other's birthdays. We went to Krakow for my 21st as well. It's his 22nd, so we're going to go to Milan, get an Inter Milan game. I'm a football fanatic because between playing for my Saturday team, starting my Sunday team, I also coach an under-19s team. So it's like 5-6 days a week I'm at football. Yeah. So it's it was like a game abroad, brilliant. I couldn't wait to go, and turns out that outbreak happened, so we cancelled it. But it wasn't all bad. We got our accommodation back on the Airbnb, but Ryanair were epidemic going on. Yeah, we'll not cancel the flights yet. We'll just wait until the government decide. We'll let you fly, but you might die.
That's the thing, though. I mean, that's what got me about the whole. I think you've probably said it, mate. But like, folk are actually dying because of this coronavirus and that. And we're trying to get through the days, obviously, and we've touched on mental health, but like Scottish football outdoes a world pandemic for sheer incompetence. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what, we're pretty hardcore in Scotland compared to like other nations, but I have to say the Belarusians are streets ahead of us on this one. Like they're not looking like letting up anytime soon. It's crazy. You're seeing articles about people not wanting to play in the clubs. Was it Alexander Hleb lives over there? Because I think it was he done an article there, and people are just carrying on with life as normal, and they don't really care as much. And you're seeing mannequins at football games now.
I watched. I actually took in I think it must have been a dodgy Russian streamer saying, but I took in a Belarus game actually. I think a couple of weeks ago.
Say this is definitely football, yes.
I took in a Belarus stream. I think I was Minsk versus like Dynamo, and
aye.
And I think I only saw everyone was just going about their normal business. Apart from one, I only saw one person with like a face mask on. The rest just didn't care.
That's it, mate. We my amateur team, when the games got banned, they asked us if we wanted to train, and they didn't ask us, but one or two of the boys in the team says, "Here, can we train?" But the club decided not to, But there was other teams still training in that, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
I don't think you realise how serious this is, and then it's just Scotland getting better and better now. I feel sorry for that CMO, by the way. I really do, because mental health's massive, right? And her mental health will be absolute hell just now. However, it wasn't the smartest move going to your holiday home and you tell people to stay at home. That's all I'm saying. It's not. I'm not having a go at her. I sympathise with her, because I'm the same person that won't follow my own advice. It's scary.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how you can. Obviously, I didn't want to get too much into politics because I know there's different views and stuff like that. But I just don't know how you, as a person in her position, could have done that. I think she had to resign after that. After getting caught out.
Yeah, I genuinely feel sorry for it, but I thought we were doing so well. We had lasted so long without talking about COVID-19, and here we are talking about the CMO of Scotland, mate.
We're trying to keep folks' minds off things and that. We go straight into it, but no, it's a good chat, Greg. I swear to God, it's a good chat. But no, it's mental. It's what life is at the moment. Everyone just has to go on with it. It's crazy, but I tell you what, once it's all over, it's going to be a party. I think.
That's it, mate. That's why I'm still keeping the account running over this time, because I think that, see, when this is over, I think people come out the shadows that maybe didn't play football before. And I think after being locked in the house for months and months on end, they'll decide that, I actually do fancy going and kicking that ball about again. So just trying to make sure I'm best prepared to help them,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, it's been great chatting to you, and I appreciate you coming on. And obviously, I said that a lot, but I really appreciate the work you do, and I do mean it. If you ever need a hand with anything, just give me a shout. I'll be more than happy to help.
Likewise to you, mate. Hey, I don't know if you play football, but if you're looking for a team, you know who to come to.
I could probably try. I mean, I think my left peg's still got something in it, but I think the first few training sessions, mate, I'd probably have a bad touch. Let's put it that
way. The best players I've played with never trained, mate. So you're all right.
Well, I appreciate the offer, and I'll definitely catch up with you soon. And once all this is over, and that, I hope everything goes all right for you. And as I say, if you ever need a hand, just give me a shout and whatnot. All right.
Aye, mate. Hope you and the family stay safe. All right. Cheers again.
You too, pal. Cheers.